What's up, everybody? We are back, and we are looking dapper today. Look at John down there with his Christmas shirt on.
Merry Christmas, right?
I got my nice knit Santa hat on.
I got the jacket with me. We did some family photos.
I saw those. Those are pretty cool.
Local J.C. Penney, and it was pretty epic.
Those were pretty cool.
Full corpse paint and all that stuff too. It was
Metal Ron in the house. Evan Williams checking in. Tip Farm. Tony Clem, welcome.
Hey, Tony
Evan Williams. What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas.
Today's episode is going to be holidays.
Christmas music, but as usual, before we get into all that, we're just going to start talking about whatever the heck we feel like talking about. So we'll just go around the room. Steve, you got anything you want to talk about?
I got nothing. Just Merry Christmas to everybody.
John?
Yeah, I got a couple of things. It's been a good mail past couple of days. I got the Moss Generator, the reissue from Savant Guard. Hit them up. That's Danny Roselle. He's been on the show before. This thing sounds great. It's been remastered, has a nice little book and little obi on the side. And this one's signed by Tony Reed. Okay, a new genre of metal. This is a band called Fey Tooth. It's three ladies. Can I still say that? Yeah, three ladies, three female peoples. And they do what they describe as...
I think it's the correct way to say it is it's three birthing people.
Okay, three birthing people.
Yeah.
And they describe this themselves as, are you ready for it? Fairy Death Doom with a funeral twist. And actually, it's pretty cool. So Fey Tooth, the name of the album is Labyrinthine. So check them out. That's F-A-E and then tooth, like what's in your head. And check this out. Got a little surprise from the Herrickson brothers. Kind of fun. Got an 8x10 signed by the boys. And a nice little message. Metal is the law. You better believe it. And last but not least.
Wait. Show that again. Yes. That's the those are the photos that you get if you pre-order the new album. You get the first 50 people get a free one autographed by the whole band.
Okay.
They personalized all of them. So
right on. Well, here's one that I really dig. How about a Crypt coffee mug from 128 dB Rock? But wait, there's more. There's even a Carcass John's Alter Ego mug. They also have beer glasses, T-shirts, etc., etc. So hit up 128 dB Rock, go to the merch store, and boom, you'll be drinking coffee or whatever your beverage of choice is in style. And of course, that helps fund the station too. So that's kind of fun. 128db.com.
Brandon, anything?
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. Obviously, I got my Dave Mustaine 90s flannel on, and I got the mistletoe above my bed right now. Speaking of Dave Mustaine, have you guys heard the new Megadeth single?
I have.
Let There Be Shred.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I'm digging it.
I'm thinking this might be. I mean, everyone says this is a throwback to Rust in Peace or Peace Sells, and I'm like, okay, that's fine.
I didn't hear this one, but I love the first single. The first single was definitely a throwback.
Well, this one is equal to the task, Steve-O, so if you get a chance, you should jump on it and check it out because it's...
I tried to get my wife to get me the ticket to Nashville where they're doing the dinner with the band and the live acoustic set and all that stuff. And
that's awesome.
Didn't get it.
Oh, damn.
I bet it's real cheap.
It's actually not bad because you're with the band.
Right?
It's like 12 hours. It's not like an hour-long thing. It's like lunch and dinner, and it's quite a bit of things with his family. It looks pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see Dave do a acoustic set, and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't think Dave's vocals would translate to like but hey, Bob Dylan sucks at singing, and people love when he plays acoustic. So I guess it does translate.
It was pretty amazing.
Was it? I've heard mixed things about his recent performances.
I think the people that complain about it aren't really familiar with Bob Dylan. you know what I mean? I think people think he's going to say you can hear concerts from 30 years ago where he live. He just didn't sound, his voice was his voice, you know?
Yeah.
Now the biggest difference now is he can't play guitar anymore. He stands up behind the piano the whole time. And, but he was still great.
Yeah, I'll probably never see him, to be honest. I've been offered, but I feel like with how expensive concerts are and everything, yeah. See, if we're talking metal roundtable right here, I feel like Bob Dylan won't be the most popular artist.
Probably
Dave
not.
Mustaine, I feel like is almost like the Bob Dylan of metal. His singing a little controversial. That's about it. I guess some political lyrics as well. Hey, I'll say this about, I love Tipping Point. That was the first single. What was the second one? I've only listened to it a few times. That was the third one, Let There Be Shred. And then I Don't Care was the second one.
Right.
Where it's like, here's the thing. All right. I'm Megadeth is my favorite, besides Sabbath, my favorite metal band. And it's just like Rust in Peace. You hear some of the lyrics on them, and there's some of the most intelligent, well thought out lyrics. And then you listen to I Don't Care, and the lyrics are like, I don't care if I get detention, and it's just that. It's like, it's cool. It's very punk, I guess. It's a funny song. But for Megadeth's last record, I feel like it's just like, what are we doing? It's like you're 61. And you're singing like in the perspective of like maybe a 12-year-old who got in trouble. But I thought Tipping Point was excellent. Let There Be Shred. Timu is one of, I was kind of skeptical with Kiko being out of the band, but Timu is excellent, especially on Let There Be Shred. There's like how many solos in that song? Like 8? Like it's
Mustaine,
so good.
That's one thing I love about Mustaine, and he said it himself. He only brings in guitar players that are better than he is. And he says that straight up. Every guitar player I've ever had in the band is better than I am.
Right.
And he does it on purpose,
Yeah, it's like Timu's excellent. I'm so pumped to listen to the new album. I have it pre-saved, pre-ordered, pre-everything. So I'm excited to see what else is on it. I really hope we get some like more variety on it, because it seems to just be a very straightforward record. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's just Dave having fun for the final album. But I don't know. I kind of want, I hate to be picky here, but I don't know. I just kind of want more depth and like get into like your life, get into like, maybe not politics, but like some more social issues I'd love to hear. But
he's done a lot of that his whole career, though. He's never shied away from the politics. He's done stuff about his drug addiction, about growing up, about that. Yeah,
like he has, but
a lot.
It just seems like on this new album he's just kind of having fun. And if you read the track list, it seems like everything is kind of in line with that. Which, hey, if it's good music, I'm here for it. But as a fan, if I was to map out like a perfect final Megadeth record, I want to get Chris Poland back in there. Like he's on good terms with Marty, have him do a feature. I don't know. I just think there's so much potential here. And with Megadeth being like the greatest thrash metal band ever, it's like I really want this final album to just like, represent that. But
I will say I think it's kind of sad what Dave Ellison's doing right now, though. He's all the trash he's been talking recently is making him look pretty bitter,
Yeah, and he's in Metal Church now.
Yeah.
Which he should have just done that since the beginning.
Well, that first band that he did right after Megadeth was terrible. I don't even remember the name.
Dieth?
What is it?
Was it Dieth?
No.
Or Kings of Thrash?
No, it was before Kings of Thrash. It was him, the drummer from Raven. I can't think of who else was on it.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
That MD5 or MD whatever it was band you're talking about?
No, that was with Lee Ving. I like MD45. That was great. That was back in the 90s though.
F5.
And actually, when I saw Megadeth, so I went to Tampa last year.
Shannon Fry saying F5.
I have to look. It was bad though. Regardless. Speaking of which, so since you brought up MD45, I went to see the Misfits last year. The opening act was Fear, and then it was Megadeth, and then it was the Misfits. one of the best shows I've ever been to. Absolutely amazing.
What year is it? How the hell did you see the Misfits?
They do about 4 shows a year with Danzig now.
Really?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It was in Tampa. They mostly do shows in Las Vegas, Chicago, and New York. Chicago, New Jersey, New York, that area. But I went and saw that last year. Again, one of the best shows I've been to. But what was cool is Fear did the first set. Megadeth came out and they ended the set with Lee Veen coming out, and they did 2 songs from MD45. They had never done MD45 live before. They had never done any songs. They never toured on that album. It was just a side project that they released, So
That's
it was cool to see that. And which is funny too, because Dave re-recorded that with his own vocals. If you guys are familiar with it, the original was Lee Veen on vocals. Then, like 3 years later, he re-recorded the whole album, and it was just him on vocals. He got rid of Lee Veen. So,
which was the weak part of the album, in my opinion. The vocals,
what's that?
The vocals were the weak part of that album.
Well, yeah.
No, I don't know. I'd kill to see Misfits. I did hear they did a show like a couple years ago. I haven't really been keeping track.
Yeah, keep an eye. Just they do 3 or 4 shows. Where are you at?
I'm in in New England, like Boston area.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, they usually do. They've been doing New York, New Jersey, and Chicago like once a year for the last 4 or 5 years since I got back together with Danzig. Yeah. And then last year they did like 2 extra shows. Like I said, they did the one in Tampa, they did one in Vegas, and I think they did one in California somewhere. But yeah, Shannon said he saw him in Vegas. It was fantastic.
Tickets must be insane for that.
I think I paid $300 a ticket, and we had decent seats. We were probably 15th, 20th row.
All right.
Amphitheater.
Yeah, I'll go to New York next time they go.
Yeah, it's
Shannon
worth
said
it.
he saw him in Vegas.
Yeah. Vegas is odd. Yeah, that'd be a great place to see him.
Right on. I'm gonna go ahead and show one little thing that I got in the mail. It's kind of a weird little promo thing that I just thought was kind of interesting, but it's
I got that.
It's Malaya Rage radio promo single, but it's not in the great. I mean, the vinyl's fine, but the cover's not in great shape. But it's signed by guitar player. I'm gonna forget his name. Jim Corey, I think is his name. That sounds right to me. Jim Corey. Keep listening. Thrash with us sometime. Kill to Survive. Jim Curry. It's got the tour sticker with Metal Church on there. I just thought it was kind of neat little collector's item. I'll play it once and put it on the shelf, and that's where it'll sit. But it's still kind of cool.
Yeah,
anyway, that's it.
Stuff like that.
Yeah,
we need to get moving on because we still have to do, if I can find it.
Pick of the week. Someone even said, don't forget, got to do Carcass's pick of the week. All right. You can call me a poser if you want. I really don't care. I just don't care. But
hey, John,
here's my rock pick of the week.
Hey, John, you're a poser.
Yes. And I still like Rat Out of the Cellar.
I do too.
So guess what? This is my rock pick of the week. I've been spinning this thing. I finally found a nice clean copy. Someone that really took care of it. I didn't want to pay $50 for the reissue. What do you call it? The record store day one with the reticulated cover and the whatever. Just give me a good play copy and I'm fine. And this also came to me this week. And this is one of my new favorite bands, and everybody needs to have this. This is Terror Corpse. They've spawned from Cryptic Void, Insect Warfare, Malignant Altar, Oceans of Slumber. The Houston golf course grind and death metal scene is just absolutely insane. This is the demo on vinyl. They have a full-length record out also, but I want to show you something pretty cool about this. And I don't know if this is a band thing only, but it's got like the logo printed on one side. I thought that was kind of fun.
That's sick. I've never seen a band do that.
Yeah,
I've got a couple like that. They're silk screened on there.
Yeah, they're silk screened on there. You can't play that side, but you don't really need to. There's 7 songs on the other side, and they're all heinous. So, Rat, Out of the Cellar. is my rock pick, and keep an eye out for Terror Corps. They are brutal, and they are what death metal should be. And in fact, Brandon and I were talking earlier today about 2026. Man, there is going to be so much killer stuff coming out. It's unbelievable, including Blood Incantation and Mortiferum and Mortuous and Tomb Mold, and all, they're all. I mean, it's going to be mayhem. So anyway, if you can find a clean copy, check them out.
Okay, let's get into it. Christmas music.
I don't think you're going to like some of my stuff.
I don't care. It can be whatever you want it to be.
I sort of broke it up into 3 little pieces, so we can. I don't know what the format's going to be, but
I just started pulling a bunch of 7-inches, and I came up with this pile of them.
Well, I've got tape, CDs, vinyl.
What you got there, Steve? You want to go first?
I didn't. I got here 10 minutes before the show started, so I didn't get a chance to pull. I pulled literally.
That's
one
all right.
album.
You can just talk about them.
It's not metal. Actually, this is actually my favorite Christmas album. This is the only album that I pull out every single year. I saw the band live do a Christmas show, and they did all of these songs. But my all-time favorite Christmas album is the Reverend Horton Heat, We Three Kings. This is like a 12 out of 10 Christmas record. I saw them with Los Straitjackets, and Los Straitjackets does a really killer rockabilly style Christmas set too. And for some reason, I've got probably half the stuff you guys are going to show, and I pull that out maybe once every 3 or 4 years. I'll pull an album out, but this is the only one that listens to every single year.
What you got there, John?
Los Straitjackets.
Fantastic. It's really good.
It's 13 rockin' Christmas instrumentals.
Yeah.
It's I saw these guys a couple of times in Houston. They're sort of like a surf punk with a little bit of Latin flavor to them. They all wear hoods like the Lucha Libre guys. But man, I just had a stack of things. I mean, I break all this stuff out. I have Dr. Demento's Christmas hits, that of KMET Los Angeles. How about this? I told Steph I was breaking out the big guns today. Brady Bunch Christmas.
There you go.
And I mean, everybody's got this. The Charlie Brown Christmas. That's always a classic. Back when I was really into the heavy duty jazz thing, GRP label is a great label. They put out a consistently great record every year. Here's one that I really dig, and I always pull this thing out. It's on Waveform Records, which is like ambient stuff, but these are like ambient Christmas carols. Very laid back, very almost like what you would listen to in the elevator. Anybody remember these? A Very Special Christmas.
Yep.
There's actually 7 of them. I had all 7, but I can only find 2 because, well, somebody had sticky fingers. But anyway, you want to keep going? Or, I mean, I've got a stack of stuff. How about the Beach Boys? This is a good one. Very traditional, and I like Christmas songs to stay kind of like, so you can recognize them, not like Motley Crue. When they play a song, you have to have the reader board to understand what they're actually singing. I like when you strum the guitar that you know that it's Jingle Bells.
I love that somebody that loves death metal just said that.
What's that?
I love that you said you like to be able to understand what they say as somebody who loves death metal.
I like the integrity of this song to stay. Well, and then I tell you what, I might as well just jump right into it then, because this is one of my favorite too. Gary Hoey, great guitarist, but the integrity of the songs is still there. Of course, obviously, everybody has Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They put out several. So here's some of my heavy hitters, and then I'll get to the vinyl. I found this Monster Ballads of Christmas, and listen to these bands: Skid Row, Winger, Warrant, not the German Warrant, unfortunately, Twisted Sister with Lita Ford, Queensryche, LA Guns, Firehouse, Danger, Cinderella, Nelson, Faster Pussycat, Dawkins, Easy or Enough's Enough, Striper, and Billy Idol. I don't know how Billy Idol got on there, but this one right here, this one takes the cake. This is one of my top listens. Let's see. How about Bruce Kulick, Jeffrey Scott Soto, Chris Wise, Ray Luzier of Korn, Lemmy, Billy Gibbons, and Dave Grohl doing Run Run Rudolph. I mean, come on, doesn't get any better than that. And then Alice Cooper, John Five, Billy Sheehan, and Vinny Appice doing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I mean, come on, guys. That's metal at its best. And then Doro Pesch, Michael Schenker, Tony Franklin, and Frankie Banali of Quiet Riot.
What's the Alice Cooper song on there? Just curious.
The Alice Cooper song is
it
Santa Claus is Coming to Town, but it's Claus.
Like yeah, CLAWS. Yeah. Have you seen this one here?
I have. In fact,
that same song is on here.
That's the same one. This just has the slip cover. But that's that's what the cover looks like.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because this has got that phenomenal Black Sabbath cover of God Rest You Merry Gentlemen with
Dio, it's got Ronnie James Dio. Ronnie James Dio, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. He's got Tony Iommi on guitar, Rudy Sarzo on bass, and Simon Wright on drums. I mean, come on, guys. And then we've got Doug Pinnick, George Lynch, Billy Sheehan, Simon Phillips, Tim Ripper Owens, and Steve Morse with Juan Garcia, Marco Mendoza, and Vinny Appice again. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. How about Chuck Billy singing Silent Night? and it's not a slow song. It's not slow and somber. It's a ripper, believe it or not. Deck the Halls with Oni Logan, Craig Goldie, Tony Franklin, and John Tempesta. I mean, this thing's just stupid. It's ridiculous. And then, of course, you've seen all the Halfords, right?
Yeah.
These are actually really good. This is a little more rocking than I thought.
Flight, wishing you all a crazy heavy metal Christmas and an insane, wild, manic New Year.
And that's what it's going to be. But for my money, I'm gonna shock the world because new metal is not one of my favorite things. But this August Burns Red, I don't know if you've heard this. It absolutely shreds. It's amazing. And somebody turned me on to the. In fact, it might have been my kid, and he said, "Dad, you got to listen to this." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And then somebody else told me, "Yeah, you better listen to that thing." And it's really good. It's called Sleddon Hill, a holiday album. August Burns Red, by far my favorite in the metal genre. But and I'll let somebody else talk because I've got vinyl out the nose here.
Go for it, Brandon. What you got?
Yeah, so for me, when it comes to like Christmas stuff, I'm weird music puts me in the mood for Christmas for some reason. Like, you know, I don't have the Halford Christmas stuff or, you know, any of these other like Twisted Sister things. I do like the King Diamond song for sure. That's always funny.
That one.
That's a great one. But for me, there's like two genres I feel like that really get me into Christmas. And the first one is like early black metal. I don't know why those like early Darkthrone albums make me just like be like, oh, it's Christmas time. It's winter. It's cold. You know, it's around the holidays. I don't know why. I always gravitate to like early Darkthrone when it comes to Christmas.
Them all decked out with just a Santa hat on.
Yeah, some like black metal Christmas. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. But to be honest, like I do love those like, you know, early, like, you know, maybe not early, but like Kind of Blue by oh my God, Miles Davis, Charles Mingus, a lot of like that classic jazz stuff really in terms of like music I can play around people is like what I really gravitate to. But if I'm like in my car and it's like, you know, I'm seeing a bunch of lights, I'm like, oh, I'm going to listen to some Darkthrone right now. I feel Christmassy, you know, or like some Mayhem or something, some Immortal. I don't know why. It's like always like the week of Christmas is when I listen to the most black metal. Maybe I'm an insane person.
Guys from Immortal with Christmas hats on. I remember a picture of them one
Yeah,
year.
I'm pretty sure that exists. Yeah.
No, I'm 100%. I believe they're with their makeup on and everything with the Christmas. And if you know the guys from Immortal, that perfectly fits too. But
Well, we did a family portrait and we took a spin off of the Immortal take. In fact, when we were on our way over there, I had a special little music compilation compiled, and it included "At the Heart of Winter" by Immortal and whatever. And it was we got quite the looks. But in fact, it was even worse. You know, when we walked into J.C. Penney in full corpse paint, and I had my Santa jacket on, and we were all kind of Christmased out, but with corpse paint. We walked in and people just pointed, like they knew we were going to the photo studio. But it was afterwards when we all went out to eat at Cheddar's or someplace where it really got wild, when people were like taken aback by this group that just walked in with full Immortal corpse paint. It was great. But, you know, to each their own. I think that those songs paint a picture of, I mean, if you listen to the lyrics of anything off of Sons of Northern Darkness or At the Heart of Winter, I mean, they're talking about the cold ocean and then the driving winter rain, and
Makes me think of Christmas. You know?
makes me think of, seriously, I remember as a kid, I had a downstairs room. We had a split level house. We had a window, a sizable window, and we had a street light out there. And I remember when it was just driving snow, and I just thought, man, this feels like Christmas. And that's what those records make me feel like. It makes me feel all wintry. And it was 82 degrees today in Texas. What the heck is going on? I'm ordering cold weather, please.
It's 10 degrees here.
that's in the 30s.
Another song, Sabotage. You know, people always think Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Dead Winter Dead has a really good Christmas song. That's kind of a,
Typo
you know.
Negative has a great Christmas. It's a
Red
dark
River?
Christmas song. What's that?
Is it called Red River or Red
Water.
Yeah.
Yeah, about his dad dying, and it's called Christmas Red River Christmas Morning.
Yeah.
And man, it's a fan. Off at, what was it? October Rust that was
Yes.
on. Fantastic song though.
I don't know. I got.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
Yeah, Christmas in
move on
Sarajevo was great. Trans-Siberian
Show
Orchestra.
some metal stuff. Here's a. Everybody know this song?
Christmas, I don't want to fight tonight with.
The Ramones.
That's Christmas right there.
Merry Christmas, I don't want to fight tonight. Merry Christmas, I don't want to fight tonight.
And yeah, I'll leave it playing in the background. But you guys ever heard of the Krigsalters? Swedish thrash band?
No.
Crossover
what?
thrash band? The Krigsalters.
Actually, I have, because I know you've shown them before.
Yeah, I've got their full-length albums too, but this
Yeah.
is their 7-inch Christmas single.
I think when
A
we did a
Christmas
Spirit Class,
Carol.
you showed them.
A Christmas Carol is what it's called. And it's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a punk thrash mix with Christmas lyrics and some Christmas songs thrown in. This one's really spiritual, very deep, very meaningful. But Spinal Tap,
Yeah,
Christmas
I
with the
thought
Devil.
that was the first one that came to my to mind.
Yeah.
Rip Rob Reiner.
Records. Yep. This was my
They ever
all-time
figured out
favorite
what
Christmas
happened?
song. This is not a metal song.
Oh yeah,
but
they know.
Okay.
The son had a basically is he schizophrenic?
So it's confirmed the son
they,
did it?
They
Yes.
put him on. They put him on.
yeah, he's
new
in jail right
medicine.
now on a $1 million bond.
Yeah, they put him on new medicine, and they think the medicine kind of made him go. He was at a party at Conan O'Brien's house when it all started, and they got in a fight, and everybody wanted to call the cops, and Conan talked him out of calling the cops. And later that night, he ended up killing him. I guess it was a really bad fight, and that's how it ended.
Could probably go on for days about how schizophrenic drugs cause schizophrenia, but
Wow.
whatever.
Third Records, check it in. Damien Hair Metal, what's going on? Deliverance, Silent Night from What a Joke. That's a great song. I tried to upload that to play on the show, but it wouldn't upload. So, anyhow, this is one of my favorite Christmas songs. It's not a Christmas cover, but it's The Kinks, Father Christmas.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great one.
That was
That's
a
a
trivia
great
question
song.
this past week at trivia.
How about this one? Jethro Tull. This
Yeah.
has got Ring Out, Solstice Bells, March the Mad Scientists, Christmas Song, and Pan Dance. Very wintry with some flute going on.
Mistress for Christmas, AC/DC. That's another
That's
one.
a good one.
Oh, wow.
Holy Grail, Seasons Bleedings.
Oh, yeah. Actually have that one. Cool.
Yeah, they
I
do.
didn't
They do
think
Kill
about
the
that.
King and no presents for a cover of No Presents for Christmas.
Yep.
Helix. All I Want for Christmas
Is the
is
Stanley
the,
Cup.
is the Leafs to win the cup. Never
Yeah.
going to happen.
Did they? I have a 12-inch of that, I think.
It's on the which I can get you. I can show it now real quick. It's on this too.
Yep, got that too.
But you can get this record like stupid cheap right now. It's like $5 on vinyl at roxrecords.com. Yeah, it's like $5 red
Wow.
or green vinyl.
It's a good record. It's a fun
It's
record.
a really good record. Yeah, it's really good. Well done. So anyhow, I'll show one more and then I'll save the rest for later if we make it around or not. But this is Witch Hazel from the
I got that
UK.
right here. I forgot about that.
Yeah, this is really good too. It's very much in their style of music, but they've got King of Israel and Old Lang Syne.
Old Lang Syne.
Syne. That's what I meant. That's what it is. Old Lang. Man, that's hard to say. Old Lang Syne. There you go. And I feel weird with no facial hair. I'm cold.
Yeah, me too. Oh, wait. Never
I
mind.
shaved. All right, Steve, what you got? I got more to show, but I can show it later.
Yeah, another good one. I'm not a big Sabaton fan, but they've got a song called Christmas Truce.
Oh, yeah.
Tells the story of the World War I Christmas Truce. That's kind of cool. And then I was just listening to this yesterday, actually. So this is the Groovy Ghoulies. Groovy Ghoulies was kind of a Ramones ripoff band, but it was more like themes of the Misfits with monsters and outer space. And this is Christmas on Mars. So that's a fun. The B-side sucks. It's called My Christmas Card to You, but Christmas on Mars is fantastic. And then, yeah, I can't think of much right now. I know a couple more you're going to show, so I don't want to give them away because I kind of know what Christmas album Scott has.
Yeah,
That
don't have a whole lot
Sabaton
of-
one is great.
but
I
I'm
don't have a
bringing
whole lot of
both.
12 inches, but I do have some more 7 inches and CDs and a couple more 12 inches. But go ahead, John. What you got?
I'm gonna just rip through these because, in fact, this one's dedicated to our good friend Joe the Metal Madman. Many moods of Christmas, because we don't know which. Well, we know what his consistent mood is, and brought to you by Goodyear tires.
Nice.
So when you think that Christmas couldn't get any more commercial, I'm going to get into that later. But Goodyear tires brought that one. And if you don't have a Frank Sinatra album in your Christmas collection, then you need to get with the program. My mother, I actually had to sing in this one year because my mother was doing this huge production, and she said, "We need more basses." And guess what? You're singing. So the Messiah. That's. Everybody needs one Mormon Tabernacle Choir record in their collection. This is The Joy of Christmas. That's a good one. Two of my favorite people. My mother played piano for this lady, Leontine Price, and Hubert von Karajan is just an absolute master. He's from Germany and has done some really, really great sonically brilliant stuff. Check out Deutsche Grammophon Records. He's all over it. I love this record, kind of like for the same reason that I love the Straight Jackets, the Ventures. It's kind of a surfy guitar thing. Everybody, they're gonna lure you in, not with the music, but with the Christmas tree. I love all the adventures that the
Getting some love on your sweater there, John.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Well, it's actually a T-shirt. It's a printed T-shirt. So, okay, nobody's ever heard of John Gary, I understand, but this guy is the pinnacle of the Torch Singer, the Vic Damone, the Frank Sinatra, the Harry Connick Jr., the Johnny Mathis. John Gary, put that guy in your memory banks, and he's your guy. Okay, here we go. We talked about this once before, a very special Christmas. These are always iconic, cool records.
Christmas in Hollis, Queens.
That's right. Gotta have Frank, gotta have Elvis. Oh, yeah, and I've got the Japanese pressing too. Go figure, right? And kind of funky. Whistler, nice R&B band. So Christmas carols come in every flavor, including Ernest Tubb, my favorite country artist. Now, here's, like I said, you thought that it wasn't Christmas was corporate nowadays. How about a Christmas album, Holiday Greetings from the Clydesdales?
I remember that.
Records. And this was from 1983. How about Captain Kangaroo? Anybody familiar with him?
Yep.
He was the precursor to Mr. Rogers, and he had Mr. Green Jeans and some cool stuff going on. Firestone, your local Firestone store, you buy a set of tires and get a Christmas album at that time of year. Muzak, this is all Christmas carols done like elevator music. And here's my favorite of all times. This is the one that I go to. I'd almost say religiously, but I don't want to. Christmas
I'm jealous.
Christmas with Colonel Sanders. This is one of the pinnacles of my my collection, and I love it, and I display it every year. And that's pretty much everything I got, because I didn't think we'd have much time, and it looks like we got plenty of time. So go for it, Brandon.
I got more too, so we're good.
Yeah, I don't really have a ton of physical records here. I guess I'll probably be listening to I got the new a Whiplash record recently, so I'll probably be listening to a lot of that. But for me, honestly, like I said, just a lot of jazz stuff. I have an album. I should have grabbed it. It's by the Korean Children's Orchestra. It's just all Christmas songs sung by them. But
speaking of jazz, have you seen this box set before?
No.
Miles Davis, and it's got a metal deal, but this is
it's basically everything from the sessions for Bitches Brew.
all the Bitches Brew sessions. I might not just send it to you because you'll probably you might get more use out of it than I will.
Yeah, I have a second press of Bitches Brew, just such a fantastic album.
It's so innovative and just so wacky wild that anyway. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No worries. For Christmas, it's usually when I think of a Christmas dinner or just everyone meeting, I always think of jazz, like Miles Davis, Mingus, all that. But yeah, like I said, I'll be playing some Dark Throne. I don't think there's really any black metal Christmas songs. If anyone in the chat or here can think of any, I can put them on my playlist. A whole album by who?
It's all different bands, all black metal. I'll look it up for you. And
yeah, I think I've heard something.
Keep talking. I'll look it up for you real quick.
There's a CD I remember seeing years ago called a Santanic. It's like Santa. Santanic Black Metal Christmas was the name of the record, and it was some of it was spoof bands with members from different black metal bands, or it was basically all spoof. But it's pretty good. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm thinking there has to be a real black metal band instead of a bunch of guys be like, hey, we should just make a black metal song. Yeah. Like a proper black metal group. I don't know. I'm not sure. Apparently it does exist somewhere.
There was a band called Grim Fist, which is Horg from Immortal. That was his original band. And I, for some reason, I remember them doing a 3-song EP of Christmas music. Or of Christmas traditional, green sleeves and stuff like that. It's not Jingle Bells or Santa Claus is Coming to Town, but more 16th century, 15th century stuff.
Yeah. I also want to
have it in my collection. I'll have to go look for it because I can't find it online.
Yeah. I also want to say I'd say Funeral Doom. For me, it puts me in the Christmas spirit. Maybe I'm a psychopath, but I don't know why black metal and Funeral Doom and even Candlemass for some reason.
Because it's very atmospheric. That's why.
Yeah, that is true. And that's that was kind of my point with black metal is the mood, the atmosphere. But I don't know. I just kind of like slower, doomier, kind of shitty production, especially with black metal when it comes to like Burzum, Jesus Todd.
Burzum put out a
maybe not for Christmas, but I don't know why. It's just that black metal stuff and doom metal stuff really gets me in the Christmas spirit. What can I say? Makes me want to stuff the stockings, hang the tree.
I like listening to all the classic rock Christmas stuff.
Teach their own. Whatever,
Like this-
whatever gets you there, man.
Foghat, Run Run Rudolph. It was the it's just a promo single. They never put it on anything else, but you can still find copies of it. So anyhow.
Now,
And then also
my
they had-
issue, not to you keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, go ahead, say it.
Well, I was just going to say that, for me, why I haven't really collected any Christmas albums are because, like, I feel like you can only really play them 1 month out of the year.
You can't
Right?
only play one with that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I started playing mine the day after Thanksgiving, and I've been listening to it, like especially the jazzy, the GRP collections. You would probably really dig those. It's mostly instrumental stuff, but Chick Corea doing We Three Kings or whatever is pretty epic. And it's not campy because it's like serious musicians playing serious music. But Winger singing Santa Claus is Coming to Town, that's a whole different level of comedy, I think.
Something I've noticed, I feel like hair metal, glam metal are the bands to do Christmas stuff out of all the genres.
Yeah, well, like
That seems
one.
like the one to gravitate more towards Christmas music than any other.
Genius.
First 12-inch single was a Christmas single, right? It was Reason for the Season and Winter Wonderland.
How
Yeah.
genius is TSO though? I mean, when I was a kid, around Christmas time, everybody thought of Mannheim Steamroller, and nobody thinks about them anymore. When it's Christmas time, everybody thinks of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra now. I mean, they've kind of taken over that genre in metal in modern time. It's insane.
I've actually been to that studio, Chip Davis's Mannheim Studios in Omaha,
Mhm.
and it's pretty amazing. It's 2-inch tape. It's one of the few places that still has 2-inch tape left, and it's all wood. I mean, the sound there is amazing. My mother's recorded there. It's pretty impressive, and that's why those things sound great. But to your point, Steve-O, nobody knows about that stuff anymore. And he used
Yeah.
to put out a record almost every other.
I remember they used to do shows on PBS of Mannheim Steamroller when I was younger.
His rendition of Stille Nacht, the Silent Night, is probably my favorite. It's to like Brandon's point. It puts me in the mood when I hear that song. In fact, I listened to it on an airplane when I was flying home for Christmas one year, and we're flying above the clouds. There's a full moon out that's illuminating, the clouds over us, and it just felt like cold and Christmassy. You know what I mean? Aside from the fact that the song is about Christmas, but anyway, yeah, I don't know why people don't gravitate towards Mannheim Steamroller anymore. I got a whole stack of those too. I just figured somebody else would say it.
Fraser asked if I had ever sang on a Christmas album, and yes, I did. It's actually playing in the background right now. It's been playing for like the last 5 minutes or so. It's actually this CD right here, but it doesn't. I'm actually not like a featured singer. I'm just part of the group singing because it's like choirs and everything. So I was part of the choir singing on this one. But there's also solo artists, but they didn't give me a solo spot because they didn't want somebody growling, I guess.
They didn't
on their
want
Christmas song.
Exodus as lead singer.
No, they didn't.
How did you even get involved in that?
It's called this. It was only sold locally. It's called Albuquerque Musicians for Christ, and it's just all these different bands came together and they wrote 2 or 3 songs for this thing, and then they just had everybody possible singing on them from the different bands. So the song that's playing in the background right now is like it's got like 20 different vocalists singing all the different verses, and then they've got more of us singing in the choir. And so yeah, it was a lot of fun to work on. It was a lot of fun to do. It was a fundraiser, and then a bunch of, like you can see on the back, there's a bunch of little logos. So a bunch of local companies pitched in to pay money to get it, and we sold them and gave all the money to charity. So
Nice.
It was a long time ago. It was like 1999, but it was a lot of fun to do. So anyhow, yes, I did, but no, never with Ultimatum or anybody else.
You didn't do anything with Lita Ford?
No, not yet.
Looking forward to
Anyhow,
that.
I'm gonna keep going. So another Foghat. This is All I Want for Christmas. There's actually a picture disc version of this that I've been wanting forever. It's just only released in Europe, so it's kind of hard to find. How about this? Acid
Oh,
Rain.
wow. I did not know.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that one. That's a great one.
Yeah, Hanging on the Telephone,
That's just a great
wrapped
band,
in the Christmas
period.
paper. Or How about Angel, Winter Song, and Christmas Song?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one too.
I've got like, I'm not even kidding, like so many different versions of this is not even funny. This is one of the
Shocking.
coolest ones though. This one's from the UK, and it's got the it actually is released as Angel and the California Boys Choir, Winter Song and Christmas Song on the B side. So anyhow, yeah, I've got a few more. Hey, I'll show these real quick too. This one actually is just came. This is the Girder pressing, but this is the new Striper Christmas album.
I got it right here.
Yeah,
Haven't even opened
oddly enough, neither have I. I just haven't had time.
So no pushback from any of the prominent leaders in the band or anything like that. From
They did so many
No.
versions of it, though. They did the Girder. I got the Talk Shop Live version that's signed. They did like 60 versions of it. It's crazy.
Is it
they
any
did a lot.
good?
I
Is
have
that album
Yes,
good?
I've heard most of it. It's. I mean, if you like Striper, it's in that Striper sound. They're doing a mixture of traditional songs. They re-recorded Winter Wonderland. They should have just put the original on there, but they re-recorded Winter Wonderland. But the greatest gift of all, Go Tell It on the Mountain, Heaven came on Christmas Day, Little Drummer Boy, Still the Night, Silent Night, Oh, on this holy night, Joy of the World, Joy to the World, excuse me, Reason for the Season, which they re-recorded, and Winter Wonderland.
I'll tell you what they did do right. I don't know anything about that record, but they did a covers album that is just mind blowing.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
It's great. Yeah, there's
covers
some of their
Kansas and oh man, it's just
What's
What's up,
funny
brother
is
B?
I saw them on tour when they did. It was kind of their what do they call it? They were playing half their own songs and half of the songs that they grew up listening to, the songs that inspired them, and that's what the whole tour was about. You know what I mean? It was the stuff that made them who they are. And every time they would do like a Black Sabbath song, and like all the Christians in the audience would boo them during those songs. And when they played
Aw,
their
man.
own songs, they would. It was so ridiculous. It was great though. Their covers are fantastic.
I just got this one. John Schlitt, The Christmas Project, just released. I actually got to work on this one, so I did the layout for it, and it came out nice. It's really good.
Nice.
He's a great
Don't
singer.
know-
If you're not
don't know
aware of
anything
who
about
John
him.
Schlitt is,
Nope.
sure
I
you
wish-
do.
I
You
wish
know
I
who
would've-
John Schlitt is?
did he have a beer company somewhere?
No, but he sang in
Schlitt?
a band you know, Argent.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which
All right.
Argent?
I'm trying to think. What's the band that
Hold
had?
your head
I'm
up.
trying to think if I have the right name or not. With the album with the pancake on the front cover was their first album.
That's Head East.
There you go. Sorry, I said Argent. Head East was the song I'm talking about. He sang for Head East
Oh, okay. All right.
on most
Well,
of their
then I do
popular
know him.
albums. Yeah, you do. How about this one? This came out last year, actually. Cheap Tricks Christmas is a record store day release.
You know, I want to see something released by Expensive Trick instead of Cheap Trick. They've got too many records out.
I love the name of their new record. It's all washed
Yeah,
up.
All Washed
instead of
Up.
All
It's
shook up.
Great cover too. I got one more. I got a couple more, but I'm gonna show this last one for now. This is Joe Perry's Christmas album.
Yeah.
That he put out back a year ago. You really can only get it directly through his website. It's funny because the year before he put out a fantastic version for Christmas Day of Run Run Rudolph. It was a freaking jam, like 6-minute long jam, really good. And then they put this one out, and I was excited that the song was going to be on here. And they did a new version of Run Run Rudolph, but it's just like half the length, and it's not the same song as re-recorded. So it's kind of bummed about that, but it's still a good Christmas EP. It's got Winter Christmas, Run Run Rudolph, Silent Night, and Santa Claus is Back in Town.
And you put it in your favorite type of slipcase too.
Ooh.
Oh, I was going to show one other one.
That Motorhead cover, Run Run Rudolph.
Yes.
Yep.
Sure
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, actually, it was Lemmy and a bunch of other people, but yes.
Oh, okay.
Lemmy,
And then
Dave
there's-
Grohl, and who was that?
Any of you guys have these?
No.
The Merry Axmas compilations?
No.
They're all instrumental. You'll probably
All
know every name on here. Al Di Meola, Robin Trower, John Sykes, Zach Wilde, Trevor Rabin, Stu Ham, Stevie Stevens, Neil Sean, Steve Luthiger, and Ted Nugent on this one.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
the-
seem to never run out of Christmas music during the holidays.
No.
And it's all
never
metal.
Well, and by the way, the Run Run Rudolph with Lemmy just happened to have Billy Gibbons playing guitar. And
Playing
Dave
guitar,
Grohl.
yep.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one, honestly.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that metal Christmas thing is.
Eric Johnson, Jeff Beck, Brian Setzer.
Brian Setzer does a great Christmas show. I saw him a few years ago. It's a full Christmas show. That's
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, it was.
Steve Morse, Steve Vai, Joe Perry, Alex Lifeson, Richie Sambora, and two more that I can't read because itty bitty little type.
Hey, not to
And I
get too
have-
far off the track, but is anybody interested in the Satriani Steve Vai tour? Not at
I'd
all.
go.
Okay.
I like them both.
One I wish I had thought about because most people don't know about it is back in 2020, John Schaefer and Matt Barlow got back together and did the Barlow Schaefer project. It's a Christmas album. It's fantastic. They do Silent Night. They do Little Drummer Boy. And they redo a couple of their early songs. Oh, there you go, right there. That thing is killer right there.
Why doesn't Barlow just rejoin the band? Is he too busy being a cop, or
no? He owns the band. Oh no, that's Schaefer. Sorry.
Yeah, Barlow. I'm talking about.
I say give it another year or so. You know, once the politics and all that stuff have kind of died down a little more. I lost a lot of respect for what's his name from Blind Guardian though. After he came out publicly against John Schaefer after they've been friends for 30 years.
Is that Hansi Kirsch?
Yeah,
yep.
I lost all respect.
I was really disappointed in that, and his bandmates dumping on him like that. But easy for me to say, you know, he's not my friend. So, but yeah, this thing's really good.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Another good one.
By the way, you can get this thing also really cheap right now at. Come on, help me out here. GirderMusic.com.
Oh, really? Yeah, I bought it from Schaefer's site when
you can get that there. You can get that there. You can get the Striper. All three of those records that I just showed you can get on GirderMusic.com.
Jump on it, Brandon. Here's your chance.
Yeah, I have to get on your level. Like I didn't realize how much Christmas metal was out there.
It's not metal at all, but the Willie Nelson Christmas album from back in the 80s.
That I've heard. That's great. Pretty Papers on that, right?
Yeah. That's the name of the album, actually.
Yeah, this
couldn't be farther from metal.
Every year. I love this album.
Was Barlow on the Horoscope record for Iced Earth? I think he was. I think he left after that one.
He left shortly after that, and
Ripper Owens
took over for 2 records.
2
albums.
Barlow came back for a couple records, and then I don't remember what the last singer's name was. I can't remember from that last album.
Somebody will know.
There's a lot.
Somebody in there that's watching us will know. Tell us who it is. Who's the singer we're missing from Iced Earth?
I will point out on a side note,
John
I got the
Greeley?
new Hellstar record in finally yesterday, and I've spun it like 6 times in the last 2 days. It's fantastic.
Do you guys think Barlow sound like Paul Stanley? I kind of did at times. That's it. Stu Block.
Stu Block, thank you.
I don't think he sounded like Paul Stanley.
Barlow, he did at times, very much so. It was uncanny.
I'm gonna have to break out Days of Purgatory.
It was pretty uncanny at certain times where he was just like, it sounded like Paul Stanley. I agree with him. So
how y'all feel? Couple gin, time again. No, I never heard Barlow say that.
Yeah, Horror Show was Matt Barlow.
Yeah.
And
there's a ton. I mean, we haven't even scratched the surface of how
Dude,
much.
I have a road case that's as big as this desk, and it's full of. I have probably 70 copies of the Tijuana Brass Green, the whipped cream album, and from every country on the planet, and then the rest of the other 2 bins is full of Christmas music, and that's not even the CDs. That's just the vinyl. They're so cheap to find, and they're kind of nostalgic because I remember as a kid sitting under the tree listening to the old, we had one of these maple box stereos with a turntable and a tuner in it, and the 2 big gigantic 15s on either end, and man, we'd jam out and listen to everything from the Tabernacle Choir to Frank Sinatra to whatever. I mean, it was great. Priesty and La Jolla, they were a Brazilian guitar duo that used to put out a Christmas record every year, and I definitely
miss the Christmas of our childhood when whole cities and whole towns would just be decked out for Christmas. It doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, Roanoke here where I live, where my PO box is, which is about 10 minutes up the road, they decked the whole town out. But they're what, 3,000 people?
Yeah. But I mean, I grew up in Phoenix, and even Phoenix, all the streets would be lined with wreaths and banners, and none of that. Even the malls used to be completely decked out for Christmas. Now there's their one little spot, and that's it, and there's nothing else.
Everybody's afraid they're going to offend somebody by putting up a Christmas wreath.
Yep.
So
What's funny is, last time I was in Dubai is decorated more for Christmas. Like every hotel is completely decked out for the American and the businessmen from the UK. It's more decked out than any place in America is now. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen.
Christmas. Fraser Dawson needs someone to spend Christmas with. besides
Well,
his cat.
my door's always open. Bring your cat. We'll have a Christmas ham. We can listen to
dark
black
drum.
metal. Yeah.
Black metal and jazz.
Did Stuck Mojo
Yeah,
ever
I
do a
would
Christmas song?
I would love to be a fly on the wall for you sitting in there with Fraser Dawson, because I've known Fraser for darn near 30 years, since I've been in Texas, since about 86 or 88. And he's an interesting character, but he is a metalhead through and through. I will give him that much credit.
Well, I'll get to know him from like a glass of wine, some ham, and
Well, I think he's been sober since the last time he got picked up. Well, I don't know. I'll let him tell you the story.
we'll
but-
just roast some chestnuts. I
But,
think
he's he has a side project called Dark Angel, and it's basically a Dark Angel.
Do they use AI too?
I don't know. No AI was used in this
I'm
one.
getting so
Anyway.
bored with the AI music.
No, well, Brandon and I were talking about the Dark Angel album
Yeah.
cover, and it's like the cover is almost more controversial than the music itself, which is stupid. Who cares? Just dress it up, make it look right. But I don't believe that the 2,000 Hours story. I don't believe it at all.
They have two covers. It's not. There wasn't just the one cover.
Yeah.
The other one is hand drawn, and then the main one was done in Photoshop.
Oh, well, you know what? I 2,000 Hours though. I mean, I just did a very intense drawing.
No,
That
I've
took
never
me-
spent. I've done some pretty intense covers. Never spent 2,000
That took me
hours.
How many
Yeah.
days straight is that?
2,000 Hours is ridiculous. That's 100+ days.
That's like the guys that do the pencil drawings that look like photos. That's like a 2,000 hour.
Right.
Piece of
But that's
art.
different. That's not
Yeah.
what the
No, I'm
cover
saying
looks
though,
like.
that's what 2,000 hours actually looks like.
I don't
Imagine
know.
spending 2,000 hours on art, and then someone sees it and they're like, "That's AI."
Yeah, that's right.
The most like insulting thing, but I don't believe it.
Oh wow!
like-
A Dark Angel has members of Imprecation and Termination Force too. Wow.
Stacked
pretty-
lineup.
Yeah, that's a stacked band. But then they got Fraser singing, so I don't know how seriously we can take them. But anyway,
Right on. Well, we're pretty much at the end. Anybody got anything you want to add before we?
What
Say
does
goodbye.
everyone want for Christmas? What is your one thing you want?
Really big diamond ring for the wife.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
let's all put it on the list.
There's carolers walking. There's carolers walking by in my neighborhood right now singing.
unbelievable!
My
I
dog.
think
My,
I
my
got it
dog
pretty
just
much
entered the room.
dialed in what I want. I mean, every day's Christmas for me. I try to, I don't try to focus on just one day, but I don't know, man. Life's pretty good. I'll tell you what I do want. I want to see Blood Incantation again. That would be a nice Christmas present.
Fraser wants a woman for Christmas. Anybody got one they can ship to her?
Man, he lives in H Town. That should be easy pickings. He just needs about $100.
Yeah.
I don't ever worry about Christmas presents. I got 6 grandkids and 4 kids, and so that's what Christmas is all for me. For me, it's just hanging out with my kids, and I don't really care about presents. I just want to make sure I get stuff for them. So, my wife and I don't even buy stuff for each other anymore. It's just not worth putting yourself in debt for,
Well, it's become a little bit of a. I have a different belief system than the Queen of the Crypt, but she's going to get presents anyway, whether she likes it or not. I'm not going King Diamond on her, and And so, in fact, we started on Sunday. She got her first round, and then I've got a couple smaller things.
I
for
do
her,
the same thing to my wife.
Abby.
My wife always says she doesn't want nothing, but I always get her like 5 or 6 things.
I guarantee you, if you didn't get her anything, there would be an issue.
Come here, baby. Come here, Abby.
Despite what they might say,
Come here, Duncan.
it's just the nature of the beast.
Somebody asked
And
what my dog's
wife
name
is
was.
a beautiful beast.
I've got
and next year we'll
three,
be in Brazil.
three dachshunds. This is
Oh, that'll
Duncan.
be cool.
Yeah, well, it's our next year's our 25th anniversary, and we got married on December 21st. So we're
25th
going to do
anniversary.
a
What's our anniversary?
ceremony for her family in Brazil.
I think I've been married for 25 months.
Yeah.
No, not that long.
I've been married for 47 years.
Something like that.
And I'm single. So if anyone who's single and wants to DM Disturbing the Priest,
I
Hey.
think that this thing with you and Frazier, though, you're both looking for women, and so you should just tag team it a little bit, And
Maybe,
I don't mean
yeah.
it in that way, I just mean, put your heads
let's
together.
split
and come
$100.
Come here.
Yeah, split. I don't know. I'll just leave it alone.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't
Evan,
wanna
this
get
is
in any trouble.
Evan. This is Ace,
Uh,
and he's not happy because I took him away from snacks. And the little gold one I was holding earlier, that was Duncan. I mean, that was Abby.
Ace?
I'll
Yeah.
say this for Christmas. I do want I want Gold Star by Imperial Triumphant on vinyl, and I want bands to stop using AI art. That's my Christmas list.
Dude, okay. I got to tell you, Brandon said you should suggested that band, that gold. In fact, that record, Gold Star, it's phenomenal. I was jazz fusion musicians playing death metal.
yeah, I told you about them like a month.
You did, and I'm just like, whatever. And then
it's crazy how good it is.
it is good. I admit it.
They played with a full orchestra recently, a
Hmm.
couple weeks ago, and I heard it was just amazing. Amazing. They're great.
I love
Very
it when
underrated.
bands like that can actually prove that they can play, because that was the knock when I was a kid. These guys aren't really good musicians. But my mother, being the very smart, classically trained musician that she was, when I'd break out the Deep Purple, she would say, "Gosh, that Richie Blackmore, that guitarist is
Well, not just that.
really
I mean,
good.
even
John
Testament
Lord is,
Yeah, John Lord's
They
amazing.
bust into, was it Beethoven that they bust into halfway through one of their songs back
Yeah.
in the 80s?
So I love it when bands like that can actually
Yeah,
rip.
they're nothing like the Monkees. They can play their
No.
instruments. They're
Yeah.
amazing, good musicians.
Or the Banana Split, speaking of the Monkees. Remember those guys? That may be way
Mhm.
before your time, but anyhow.
I used to work at a record store, and my boss was obsessed with that. And the Partridge Family.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Danny Bonaducci and David Cassidy. Oh, yeah. Susan Day.
At least David Cassidy could play an instrument and sing. Danny
Yeah, he
Bonaducci.
could. No, Danny Bonaducci played bass for real in a band after the fact when he was a radio guy, I guess. But I don't know. Whatever.
Never played on this Partridge Family stuff. Anyhow, hey guys, I got to get going. I got a thing tonight, so Christmas thing actually.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brandon, thanks for joining us.
Brandon,
again.
really
It's
appreciate you coming on.
always a blast.
Always a
to have you
blast.
on.
Merry
Yeah, always
Christmas.
fun.
Marcus, Merry Christmas.
Hey, thanks. You too.
Yeah, Merry
Steve-O?
I want you know what I wanted for Christmas, but it ain't gonna happen. I want the Kiss Alive box set. But it's not gonna happen.
Oh, it's so ridiculous what that costs.
You don't want the road case, the one that Gene delivers to your house
No, I want the
for
Kiss Alive.
$20,000.
I want the Kiss Alive
What's-
CD box set. I don't even
What's
want the. I don't even care
craziest about
CD box
about the
set.
Alive box set is it's like $450 for the vinyl. The CD box set's only like $50 less. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Huh.
Yeah,
Oh well,
but
I've got them
like
all.
I said, Santa
I mean,
Claus
is
ain't
it-
gonna bring it, but that's all right.
Oh well, one can always hope. Don't lose
Anyhow.
hope. Don't lose hope, Scott.
Just be extra
Always
good
Powerball.
next year.
Yeah. Right on.
All right, well, for
Ho, ho,
episode
ho.
number 294 of the Metal Roundtable,
Is it
you guys
94
know
or
how we
95?
always do it, right? Metal will
Prevail.
That was so freaking weak.
It was weak. Metal will prevail.
Metal will
Christmas
prevail.
Say it
Will
like a bot.
prevail.
Right on, guys. I'm gonna leave it open so you guys can chat more if you want. I gotta fly, but I'll just leave it open.
See you,
Right
man.
on. Hey,
Hell yeah, that was fun.
Man,
So
I was
Brandon-
completely unprepared tonight. I literally got home like
How do you think I had
6
like
minutes
nothing?
before the show.
sorry, I've been planning on this one for a couple weeks, but could you use this? I mean, could you use that?
Oh, for sure, dude. I will take anything,
That's great.
any physical media. Send it my way,
yeah.
as long as it isn't like I don't know, like the monkeys, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send it. I'll send this out after the
Sure.
holiday rush. I mean, it's just been. You're gonna have to really appreciate that Van Halen demo thing because I stood in line and just waited, and I thought this is. I mean, they
I'm
had a
saving
ballet-
it. I found it on YouTube, but I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for the
Okay.
thing you're sending. Yeah.
There's and I didn't have a chance to send you all the other demos, which I will. I'll send with the Miles Davis, but by far the Gene Simmons demos are the best.
Oh, those are fantastic.
I cannot wait to hear that. Yeah.
Is it 76, right?
76.
Yeah,
Or no,
that's
77,
fantastic.
77 because they put out a record out in 78.
And what's the other one? The TED tapes?
Yeah, the TED tapes are women and children first, and
The TED tapes, what's cool about that though is different lyrics for a couple of the songs. Like,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. But yeah, the 76 demos, that's like a 10-star album. It's so good.
and if you really listen, you can hear Gene Simmons playing bass, and you can hear his background vocals
That's awesome.
and some
That's
of those
awesome.
songs. So
I had no idea he was in the demos at all. That's great.
he basically discovered Van Halen,
Yeah, he's the one that got him signed.
and then tried to change their name to the Daddy Longlegs. And I'm like, dude, thank goodness for. I mean, he's a smart guy, but he's not always right. And
That
Daddy
VH
Longlegs-
logo too is like,
That's iconic, man.
yeah.
That's the first thing I remember drawing is
Yeah.
putting the VH logo. I
On
remember
your
I bought the little etchers that you could buy. I had a cousin that did like really intricate mirror work, artwork and stuff back in the day, and he would sell it for like $100. And I borrowed this thing and I did a big VH logo that I had on my wall for probably 10 years.
That's awesome. I've seen a bunch of those, the mirrors with the logo on it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Well, they were
So
huge when we
cool.
were kids. At the fair, at the carnivals and stuff, you would win mirrors and I used to have a wall just covered in them. I wish I still had those.
I still have a Deep Purple one. If you want to start a new collection, I'll send it to you.
That was a thing back in the day. Yeah, man, I loved them. I think I still have some of the. Even you remember the small ones?
Yeah.
I think I have a couple of Motley Crue ones from maybe Shout at the Devil and maybe Theater of Pain, if I remember correctly. I might
I
still
have a
have.
Grand Funk one. I have a Deep Purple one. I'm trying to think of what's in my record room. And I have one more. Oh, Uriah Heep.
nice.
And they're just, I never took them, but they look like a 7-inch, but they're like a little mini mirror with the logo screened on them.
That's a good one. If Uriah Heep plays anywhere near you guys, man, go see them.
I
They're
missed
so
them with
good.
Saxon. I wanted to see
Oh,
them.
I love Saxon. Saxon is like a well-oiled machine. Uriah Heep blew him off the stage. It was so good. Rick
Yeah.
Wakeman's son is playing organ for him. Man, it was fantastic.
Look at Yourself is one of the most underrated records.
Oh yeah,
Love
they
that
did,
record.
they did a song off of there. They did Gypsy, which I think is one of the best songs of the 70s. Fantastic, man. It's such a great show.
Yeah.
They got shoved under the rug because Deep Purple was they got that comparison all the time, and it's like, well, we have one Deep Purple that we don't need a second one. But
They kind of screwed themselves though by change. Those first 4 records, those first 5 records are really major record. I mean, they're all fantastic, and then they kind of got away from that for a couple years and just
Yeah.
kind of killed themselves. So
Yeah, and there was always this probably didn't affect it, but like there was different covers. The
Yeah.
US had different covers and the UK, especially with that first record. It's like
And I
hard to
don't know
pin
why
down.
they did that, because that UK cover is 10 times better.
So better.
It's
So
such
better.
a great.
Are you talking
And the
about the
second,
Abominog with the
cover for
demon thing on
Salisbury
it?
with the tank on the front of it's a fantastic cover.
Yeah, the first one where it's the guy with the cobwebs or whatever.
Oh, it's so good.
And then in the US, it's like just some like generic blacklight poster.
yeah, it's
art,
terrible.
you know.
I
And
think we're
Salisbury's
still
the same
live, by the
thing.
way.
Salisbury had that crappy red cover in the US, and in the UK, it's a tank, a guy on a tank.
Yeah.
Which is sick. So
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. So
But it just makes it confusing for people in the US. And I feel like in the US, it's like I think album covers are just like make or break for some bands. And like
100%.
Uriah Heep, it's like, oh, if
How
they
many
just
people
brought
would have
that
bought
over.
that first record, how many people would have bought that just based on the cover?
They're like,
With-
this
with
is gonna
Diamond
sound
Cobweb?
awesome.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
that
we
was
talk about it all the time. Riot killed themselves with that stupid fucking seal on the cut. Riot's one of my
Tior,
favorite
yeah.
bands, man. And they killed themselves with that logo. I mean,
Not your Narita, not your favorite.
Narita is one of the worst.
Road racing.
you know,
Yeah.
and that's a great record. You know, that
Yeah.
second record was, I mean, that was 80s metal in 1978 before, you know, and got no respect basically because of that stupid cover.
Hey, by the way, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time tonight. So that's 11 o'clock your time. I know that's late. I'm doing a deep dive. I started thinking about like significant dates in my life, and 77 is when I graduated. So I went back and I did deep cuts from 77, and I included Riot. I included, or maybe that was the one for 79. I'll have to look it up. But
I remember 77. I was a year old. Good year.
Well, I wasn't. I was graduating from high school, but
I
let's
wasn't
see.
even a thought.
You weren't even a thought, man. Well, I think I already told you the Led Zeppelin story, so I guess there's an advantage to
Yeah.
to being a little bit older. Let me see if I can pull up the track
I'm
list.
soaking in all that old music now, you know. That's why like I really this year especially, I haven't really been paying attention to like new releases because I've just been like climbing discographies and just like trying to like get more into bands and stuff from the 80s because it's just so much
Oh my
shit out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. The track list for tonight's show. Gosh, don't do that to me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I'll just have to look at it on the small format.
Like I've been getting into the band Mordred. Fucking
yeah.
great.
That first record from Mordred's fantastic.
Fucking great. The second one's pretty good too from 91.
Yeah.
That first one though, it's
You
like
know what
what
you need to
Anthrax
check
should have
out?
sounded like.
Check out, you know, Ram Jam?
Yeah.
They do the song Black Betty.
Uh-huh.
Check out their second record.
Yeah,
It's almost new
Yeah,
wave of
I
British
heard
heavy
th're
metal.
good. I heard
It's
I
that
heard their
second
future
record
stuff.
is almost new wave of British heavy metal good.
don't
I
they
mean,
only have like 4 albums
Yeah.
or
I
something?
only have the first two. I've never listened to any.
I'll get it. I'll check that out.
I think they only have 3, but they had an EP in there somewhere. Okay, here's the track list. Parallels by Yes, At War with the World, Foreigner, Let's Get Rockin' off that demo from Van Halen, Angel by Riot,
Nice.
a band called Babyface from St. Louis, Shock Me by Kiss, Hopelessly Human by Kansas, Sinner by Priest, Slave to the Sauce by The Little Village, Closer to the Heart, Rush, I've got to Be Free by the Scorpions, Nova Scotia by Electromagnets and Sheep by Floyd. That'll be tonight's
Awesome.
juicy little taste buds of deliciousness from
I forgot
1977.
That is a great layout. Very Eevee.
So anyway,
Yeah, I'd love to do like a new album show at some point because I like just I've been listening to so much new wave of British
I've
heavy
got my
metal.
top 5 still sitting over there on the chair.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, we'll do it one day, man. You can hold on
I've
to
talked
it.
about it before.
We'll do
I
it.
used to hate. I
I'm-
used to
I'm
hate
not-
new wave of British heavy metal. I thought it was so weak because, you know, I came up really in the thrash and early black metal and early death metal. I thought it was so weak, and now I go back, and that's probably my favorite stuff from the '80s. Is that late '70s, early '80s new wave of British heavy metal?
The most like honestly, maybe the most underrated genre of metal.
Well, not just that; it covers so much. I've got bands that are. There's a band from I can't remember, Manchester maybe, it's almost like a ZZ Top new wave of British heavy metal. It's like it's like Texas boogie metal. It's
Do you remember what they're called?
No, I'd have to find it. It's High Roller released one of their records, and it's so good.
This is a stupid one, but I really am into this band, Handsome Beast.
Yeah,
the first album, Bestiality. Kind of just like generic rock, but I feel like there's some good riffage in there and some
another
good
one that's cheap. It's like a $10 record, or it's the More Records, MORE.
Oh, Warhead, that's a killer.
I had Baz Nichols on my show recently. Warhead's good. The second one's fucking awesome too. The second one I feel like is where they shine.
Didn't he pass away? Didn't the guitarist pass away?
Yeah, Baz is the only original member, and he did was song on the second album.
Yeah,
but
those were
more. It's
I put those records in my top 20 new wave of British heavy metal. There, so
for sure, for sure. Yeah, they More just put out a new record. They put out the third album this year.
Wow.
AI art. So I was like, fuck this.
I sort of just backseated the whole new wave thing because I have two friends and they just worship it, and they got I have one friend, he literally has everything that's in the, there's a book about the history of new wave or British. He's got every release in there, and then some. And I'm just like, okay, but it just sounds like weak hair metal disguised as real metal, some of it. But
some of it's really bad, some of it's really good, and actually most of those bands, funny enough, if you get their whole records, the whole records suck. It's all about the
one
singles.
song.
It's those singles, man. That's where it's at.
You look at Jaguar, you look at Savage, there's so many one album wonders with that genre where it's the debut.
How does that thing play, by the way?
Oh, amazing, man. Okay. I've listened to it 4 or 5 times.
I was just confirming that because I have got some that obviously were dragged with a bad needle. They look clean, but I didn't get a chance to play that one on the new system.
It's great. Thank you. Thank you.
No sweat.
Yeah. Once I make a PayPal account.
No, it's just
but I appreciate it. I really appreciate it, man. For real. And then the Sabbath, I played that. I played everything. The Toxic Holocaust.
Okay.
I got my bladder's about to explode. But
happy holidays, Steve.
Yeah, dude, appreciate the hell out of it. And the Toxic Holocaust stuff.
We're disturbing the priest table now.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to.
We're still live. Tony Clem says
what?
I was 11 in 77. Yeah. Hey, thanks for putting in some overtime. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I guess we're still going. Yeah, I have a podcast, Disturbing the Priest. I hope you've been enjoying the new wave of British heavy metal talk.
What he said. Yeah, because we were supposed to do this, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago?
Yeah, I had too many drops. That's what happened. Because Tony Truglio was supposed to be on it. Lee Payne from Cloven Hoof was supposed to be on it. It was going to be it was going to be a hell of a lineup.
Well, then I would have been a bystander on that one because I know a little bit. I know Paul Gaskin. I know Holocaust is one of my favorite. Bardis is one of my favorites. A2Z, I like them. But for the most part, man, I am out to lunch on new wave of British heavy metal.
Yeah, I got to listen to more of it, but. Yeah, there's some good stuff in there for sure. Dark Star is another hidden one. Lady from Mars and Captain America are a couple good cuts on that. But there's a lot of shit. There really is.
There's so much music out there, and I've been sort of trying, like you, I've been kind of falling back into the catalog of what I grew up with and rediscovering some of those old bands. But man, there's so much killer new death metal and ambient death metal, and come on, man, Fairy Death Doom.
That's awesome,
and it's really good. In fact, Tony Clem, hey Tony, we're going to do this more often. In fact, Brandon and I are going to collab on some things. in the future, they're still listening to
We're
us.
live.
We're
I
just
just checked.
blathering on. We're just blathering on about this. But anyway, I'll get with you, man. I hope your holiday is good. I know it's 10 degrees up there, but that's what Christmas is supposed to be.
Yes, exactly.
88 on Thursday, and I'm like, no, don't do that to me. It was 29 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, what's going on? This global climate warming change or whatever the bleep it's called.
29 3 weeks ago. That's insane.
Yeah, and now it's going to be 88 on Thursday. It's ridiculous.
That sucks. That
But
sucks.
anyway,
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna have a nice snowy Christmas here in Rhode Island. That'll be nice.
I'm going to shake the Aboth snow globe and watch the flakes fly, and then listen to at the heart of winter. I think.
You know, it's a good one. You know, it's a good Dark Throne one. The one I recommended you, Eternal Hails, where it's like doomy black metal. I think you asked.
Yeah, I did
Because
ask.
I talked about it.
And
I
I wrote
forget
it down
what
in
the
the
hell we were
notepad.
talking about.
I wrote it down, and the note got disappeared. Eternal Hails.
Yeah, it's like a Dark Throne record from like 2019.
Okay.
It's so good. It's like they're like their doomiest record, where there's like it's like doom metal riffs in it with it's great. It's really great. Very atmospheric.
The gal
That's
that
Christmassy for me.
I was wearing a Dark Throne shirt underneath my Santa jacket when we went and got our pictures taken on Saturday night, and she said, "What does that say?" And I said, "Dark Throne," and she goes, "I can't see it, but it looks scary." I said, "Oh, they're very scary."
Very scary.
Yeah, very, very scary.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, hey, I've been holding my drinking for the past like 20 minutes, but
Okay.
always great talking.
Yeah, man.
And for everyone still watching, check out Disturbing the Priest. That's my podcast. We're on YouTube. I'm planning some crazy videos right now. I'm going to rank every single Dead Kennedy song. If any of you like that band, 75 tracks, I'll be ranking all of them.
Wow.
I'm ranking every Bay Area thrash metal band. This is another kind of weird one. I'm ranking every metal King Gizzard song that exists. So that'll be
I started
fun
doing
one
a
as
deep
well.
dive into them just because of your recommendation, and I think I'm starting to kind of like them.
What have you listened to? Have you listened to Petro?
I listened to the one that you said was really thrashy.
Rat's Nest.
Rat's Nest. Yep.
Whatever you think about it, I think you have to at least appreciate the production on that.
Oh yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, it's so unique too, the production. I wish more thrash metal bands did that, where it has like this really dark, sludgy, production, but it's like it sounds so good. It has like this modern flair to it where it just doesn't sound like shit.
Yeah.
Crunchy is a good word too to describe it.
But they're really not a thrash band per se. They're more of a. I mean, I thought they were more like King Buffalo or Earthless or Elder or one of those bands, but evidently they're not.
No, they're a psych band.
Okay.
So I would check out their next one, which is just straight on metal prog. It's Petronic Apocalypse, Dawn of the Eternal Nightmare. One of the nerdiest album names. And I shortened the name too. It's like way longer. It's like the Annihilation of Planet Earth or something. It's crazy.
It's like a Nile track where they have like 4
Yeah.
paragraphs.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking killer, man. Like it's prog metal. Some of it reminds me. They pull from a lot of places.
Okay.
That like
Are they Australian, by the way?
yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do a deep dive. I got about 3 days of just blank space, and I've got a drawing to do, and I need something to listen to, so I'm gonna do that. Hey, by the way, Tony Clem, my friend from Indiana, said I've subscribed to Disturbing the Priest, but it never shows up on my feed.
You know what? I think I am shadow banned. I
Oh.
think that's happening because I'm having people tell me that. And I think the issue is my intro, which I had my friend make, has a guy being slammed in the head with a mallet.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that must turn the YouTube gods off, and I think going forward, I'm going to have to get rid of that intro, which sucks because it's one of the fucking not to brag, and I feel like I'm kind of glazing here, but I am so happy with my podcast intro. It's like all that, like it's like Hammer horror film clips.
Yeah, and you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the original Headbangers Ball thing, where it was just kind of clips of war, clips of this, that, with that grinding, that
exactly.
That got Ian riff,
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to just get rid of it. I'm gonna have to call my friend
or just fuzz it out, or you probably
whatever. I'll figure something out. But it's I just love it so much. I just don't want to get rid of it. But
well,
but anyway, I'll figure something out. But Carcass John,
yeah, man,
always an honor. And I'll see you on Disturbing the Priest, and I'll also see you on the Middle Roundtable in the future.
Awesome. Have a Merry Christmas, and stay safe out there. And thanks for hanging out, Tony Clem. He's a real metal warrior. That guy drove down from Indiana to see Hell's Heroes this year.
That's awesome.
And he of course he wasn't disappointed. I mean, good grief, that was stacked. Absu, Aboth, Cavalera, Gamma Side, Watchtower, Coroner. And that was just on the one day. I mean, it was ridiculous. But anyway,
awesome.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, man.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right,
see ya.
See ya.
Bye.